Hey everyone, join me as I have some fun with some Southwest colors. Doing a little experiment with trying to show a background effect through the top layer. A little bit of bling, a little bit of pretty colors, and a lot of cells for intentional reasons. Hang around. Hi everyone, this is Clara Lawrence. I'm going to do a little experiment and I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. I've got a white canvas here. Actually, I've got a couple of them. And I want to play with some white tones, so white on white, very subtle. But in the midst of that, also throw in some nice blinging glitter. So I've got the Silver Halo from Just Resin, which is really, well, let's just say it plays with the light very well. Okay, my tongue's getting tight already. Some Diamond Dust and some of this stuff here, which is almost like a clear sparkle from our Ultra Sparkle. So, and then the whites I'm going to use, just simple, these two, because they'll respond differently to the resin and the other things that are interacting with the resin. So some will do lacing, and you know, this is known for throwing off some really big cells, while this is known for doing some really pretty lacing. So nice subtle background, and then I'll let that cure, and then after that I'm going to do another flood of some colors on top of that, and the intention for the second coat is to throw some cells in there, so that way we can see not just the top layer, but we can see the first layer underneath going through the cells. So like create some windows to the original layer. So join me on this experiment. Later. Hey everyone. So I'm going to continue with my little experiment here about putting a really nice glittery type of a base to it. There's some glitter in there, there's a white paste, and there's also the Stone Coat white base. And the reason why I say both is because you get little reactions, you get some opacity, and then this is just glitter bananas in here. So I've got two pieces here. We're going to do some testing on it. I've got Lawrence turquoise in chocolate gold, and I'm also doing another white, but this one with the Stone Coat base tint, just barely in there. So it's enough that it just kind of tints the resin a little bit, but more or less I'm wanting to use it for the effects of it. So again, we're going to start with the clear, get a little base of clear just so that the colors can have a chance to move on the canvas, or at least I really like it. A little heat. And then keep going. Oops, sorry about that. I do a little bit different technique as far as the swiping goes, so bear with me a little bit. Okay, so this is the white, and it's got just barely any Stone Coat in there, but it doesn't take a whole lot for it to do its effect. So basically what I'm hoping for, cross fingers here, is that we create cells that'll allow the glitter and the white to show through the cells. That's the theory. Let's see. I know what I'm going to do. Okay. So this one I'm going to start with a good healthy dose of turquoise. And then some of this chocolate gold. But I'm going to put a little bit of thin bit of white there. Heat that up. and I'm going to swipe it across. Okay, now I have a little bit of a weird technique for swiping, but it works for me. I'm just barely glazing my hands across the top. You gotta be careful because you can get too much. Like I picked up a little bit too much there, left a bare spot. More heat. Do a dirty finger here. Apply some heat and see if it opens up. Not too much heat because we don't want the cells to collapse. But we're already starting to have some action in here. So this ought to be interesting. Now, whether or not it goes transparent all the way through is the question. So I'm gonna put this piece over to the side and I'm gonna try the other one. Let's see. Okay, this time we're going to try and do a little bit of swipey paper, which is basically what I use is freezer paper. And let me heat that up super quick. I just realized my mistake there. I didn't add any clear to the base here. Let's see what we can do about that real quick. I'm gonna do this left-handed. Maybe a little right-handed here. That should be enough to do what we need to do. All right. Try that again. This time we're gonna pick up a little bit with the paper and just kind of glide it on over to the side there. So it adds a really nice smooth streak. I'll do a little bit more over here. All right, that was not very successful. Let me do this. I don't know, it's getting a little interesting right in there. Now we are seeing some clear action going on here where you can see the background and you can see some glitter popping up in there. This is definitely punching through the layers. This is interesting because it gives a little bit of texture to it, which is really nice as far as dimension and stuff. So I think that was successful. Okay, so here's the finished pieces. I wanted to bring you in for a little bit of a close-up. I love this turquoise and the chocolate and how it works well together. But I like the surprises of the bling underneath too. I think this test was a success. I love the very delicate cells right here. That is just really cool. And I hope that paintbrush look stays. All right, everybody. Join me again next time. Hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see what we can create next time. Bye.